Hi there, welcome to another Mojo Moment. We are going to help you lock away some GCSE geography on wave erosion today. We're going to use your visual memory, so listen carefully but imagine as vividly as possible. First we need to fix the story in your head as being about wave erosion, so you know which one to recall later. Then we need to recall all the terms and their definitions. So let's get started. A group of tourists are on the top of a really huge, impressive rock overlooking the sea. They're taking a selfie, of course. The tourists wave at the camera, but the more they wave and the more the waves wash over them, the smaller the rock gets. So this topic is on wave erosion. Corrosion. Rocks are dissolved. The tourists fall off the rapidly eroding rock and land in the ocean. But it's an ocean of millions of half-eaten, mouldy apple cores, a core ocean. There's a crazy lighthouse nearby, made completely of sugar. The bottom of the lighthouse is dissolving in the core ocean. Corrosion. Rocks are dissolved. Hydraulic action, creating and releasing air pressure to crack rocks. The lighthouse shrinks and suddenly turns into a bright red fire hydrant. The hydrant is delivering really high pressure water. The water is squirting right at the side of a building, and the pulses of pressured water start to crack the wall. Hydraulic action, creating and releasing air pressure to crack rocks. Abrasion, scrape particles against rocks. Suddenly, the hydrant explodes and chunks of it fly out in all directions like bullets. A passerby is lucky to escape with his life. The chunks fly past him so close they scrape and shave the hair off his abs. It's just like an ab razor. Abrasion. Scrape particles against the rocks. Attrition. Breaking rocks by constantly moving them together. The man jumps into the sea for safety. His legs suddenly turn into a fishtail. He has become a Triton, an ancient Greek god. The Triton picks up this trident and uses it to stir a great bucket of jagged stones on the beach. Gradually, the sharp edges wear off and the stones become smoother. Attrition, breaking rocks by constantly moving them together. Constructive and destructive waves. The Triton chucks the bucket of rocks into the sea. Magically, the waves whip up and the sea starts to construct a beautiful castle out of the stones. But just as quickly, the waves become destructive, smashing the castle up and throwing the rocks high into the air. Constructive and destructive waves. Size of wave. The rocks from the broken castle fall back down and land in the sea. This causes a huge wave. The wave crashes onto the shore and causes extensive damage. Size of wave. Tide level. The huge wave continues to bring more and more water onto the beach. The water level continues to rise just like a huge tide. The coastline is now underwater and being further eroded. Tide level. Lithology. The physical properties of a rock, such as its resistance to erosion. After all this, your geography teacher asks you to make a list of the things that affect wave erosion. The thing is, your teacher has a lisp, so she pronounces it lith. That reminds you of lithology, and that's the last thing on the list. Lithology, the physical properties of rock. And that's it. As we list the items below, visualize the story and the images that relate to them. And that's it from Mojo. Visualize to memorize. Thanks for imagining with us.